All right, welcome everybody to another daily Japanese study video where I study Japanese every single day and I bring you and Twitch along for the ride. Today, dear, we have three articles from NHK News Web Easy. Still doing a little bit of that. We did a ton of study already today. Let's get right into this with our first article about this deer who seems to not like being photographed from behind. So I'm apologies to you, Mr. Deer. Uh, Assumptions. All right. 大阪の街の中に鹿が出た. So deer went out into the roads, or went out into, yeah, because, no. I guess town block neighborhood. The Osaka Machi's weird. Because at first I just assumed it was Michi. Because it was like, oh, the deer walked into the roads. But, 中に鹿がいた Osaka no Machi. So an Osakan neighborhood, I guess? Man, we've already made it so deep into this article. Before this. Okay, it is just the streets of Osaka. Okay. That's not that weird, is it? Nara is like right there. Okay. 大阪の街の中に鹿が出ました。Okay. 22日の朝、大阪で鹿が歩いているという連絡が警察にありました。So the police were contacted because there was a deer walking in the streets. Okay. Question: where can you tell when a word ends and begins without spaces? So when I first started reading it, and still occasionally, that's still a hard thing to figure out. But here, like most of these are separated by particles. So like Osaka here, one, this is just colored, so that makes it easy on us. But we can technically turn that off. Is it this one? This one? No, I'll just do all of them. So these symbols right here are kanji. They are the Chinese characters. So typically it's like, okay, kanji, and then I have no here. No is a particle. And so while there are definitely words that are just that use this symbol, in this context, we can tell that it's a particle and that the thing after it, this machi, in between this other no, is its own thing. And then no, same thing here. This is a kanji. We know it's by itself. And then the thing after it is also a particle. So we know that it's directing stuff. So once you kind of know what the particles are and how they're used, especially if you read like we do this NHK News Web Easy a lot, you kind of get used to the cadence of the way that they write. And so, like, this right here is a word, this is a particle, this is a word, this is a particle, word, particle, word, particle, word. So, Osaka no Machi is like the Osakan streets, the Osaka area. So Osaka no Machi no naka means inside. So inside the streets of Osaka, the Osakan area. Shika, deer, ga demashita. So a deer appeared. Where? Well, ni here is a direction. So in the direction of the streets of Osaka. So this is saying a deer came out into the Osakan streets, which is what we got right here. So, but that is how you can kind of do it, which is why sometimes I know when I first started trying to learn Japanese, I was like, kanji is hard and complicated. I'll just ignore it. That was stupid, and I should not have done that. Even if you're just want to talk, in order to get more vocab, you read. Like that's a good way of getting vocab. So in those situations where you're not looking at kanji, it is like you were pointing out with no spaces. You're just looking at a bunch of characters in a row and trying to know where one word ends and one doesn't is very difficult, especially when you first start out. Uh, some comics, like when we were reading Yotsuba, which we do need to get back to, she doesn't talk in kanji all that often. So sometimes it's hard for me to tell where her words end and begin because there's no kanji to help us know where things end and begin. All right. That was a great question, Niels. Thanks for asking. 22日の朝、the morning of the 22nd, 大阪で鹿が歩いてる. So, a walking deer in Osaka, because de here is a particle saying in or via something. So it's at. It's where the action takes place. In this case, Osaka. A deer walking という連絡が警察にありました. So this weird L-shaped brackets, that is how Japan does quotes. So that means everything inside of that is a quote. Uh, so this to is a particle, meaning that this is a talking about a quote right here. You is like what something's called or was said. So in this case, the police were contacted, rennaku, and there's a deer walking around in Osaka. 鹿がいたのは JR 大阪駅から3キロぐらいの家がたくさんあるところです. Okay, so let's work through this one. We still have shika, which is still deer. Ga, which is a particle meaning the subject, in this case, shika, the deer. Ita, oh, right here. Ita no. Ita, board. No. Okay. The I'm actually a bit confused here. I'm not sure exactly like Angels was talking about a second ago. What's what here? I assume that this wa is like no wa particles, but because ita by itself, board, plank, sheet, pane, cutting board. What other one? Yeah, the ouch one. No wa. Because this could be a nominalizer no particle. So there's a deer no. So the subject is there being a deer. JR 大阪駅から3キロぐらい. So around 3 kilometers from Osaka Station の家がたくさんある. There are lots of homes within it, and there were deer in those places. I think that's what they're saying. I think that's a nominalizer no into law here. But I need to verify myself because I'm not great with this. Oop, and get rid of that. Enwick saying that is a nominalizer. Nice! The deer were in a residential area about 3 kilometers from Osaka. Okay. Which is kind of what we got there. I guess this is how they're saying residential area. Place where there's a lot of homes. So the no corresponds all the way over to the tokoro here. Really? Okay. Shika ga ita no wa. Okay. Uh, from JR Station, around 3 kilometers, is what this gurai means. How no. Oh, this no right here. 家がたくさんあるところです. Okay. 23日と、に 24. Why did they write this one out? But I guess because it's 4日、24日も大阪市内の他の場所で鹿を見た人がいました。So there were people that saw deer in places around there. Like the place where deer were, no, equals a lot of houses around 3 kilos from the station. Pokoro. Yeah, okay. But Fenrick's pointing out how the structure of this sentence is here. We have our uh, essentially our topic here because we have no, and then this, which is around 3 kilometers from the JR station. No, 家がたくさんあるところ. So this is places that there are lots of homes that are around 3 kilometers from there. So it's a residential area 3 kilometers from the station the deer was. Okay. 大阪市内の他の場所で鹿を見た人がいました. There was people that saw the deer in places other than inside of the city, because that's what this is, right? Is nigh within the city? Yeah. 同じ鹿かどっかは分かってません. They don't know if it was the same deer or a different one, essentially. Okay. 思ったことは起こってないので because no one was like troubled, no one got like is this Kuma, right? Isn't this the to be troubled, to be stumped, to be yeah. Oh, okay. So they're expanding on this because we had Kumata, unmanageable, hopeless, inopportune, disturbing, awkward, annoying, inconvenient. Just like thing annoyed, thing troubled, thing something. So, okay. Pull up. Because there wasn't any troubles that occurred, 市役所では捕まえていません。いません. Oh, okay, okay. So, 役所, 役所. The oh no, what is this? I know this one. City Hall. Dang it! I knew that one. Okay. Uh, so we have Kamaite right here to catch to capture, and then Aimasen, which I don't know what. Apparently, it's to crawl. Wait, were any of those like auxiliaries? Let's see. Let's see if we see one that says auxiliary on here. I don't. Colloquial? No. That's a random wall? Really? This deep into everything? Okay. That that's what I first thought, but then I just assumed I was being silly. That was oh, it adds emphasis. Oh, okay. Okay. I I don't know if I've seen that. I probably have seen that before, but I don't recall it. Because we have since no problems have arisen, the city office hasn't taken any action. They'll I mean, they say taken any action, but they haven't tried to capture it, is what it kind of feels like it should be saying, because this is capture, arrest, restrain. So, 役所では捕まえてはいません. Okay. Welcome in, pretentious. Welcome in. We just got started. 隣の奈良県には、in the neighboring Nara prefecture, 鹿がたくさんいる奈良公園があるので、そこから来たかもしれないという人もいます。Okay, let's work through that sentence because there's a lot there. It's obviously talking about Nara Park and all of the deer there. When I first saw this photo, I assumed we were going to be talking about Nara, and then noticed that it said Osaka on it. So let's get back to this down here. Tonari no Nara ken ni wa. So this is saying that, and after all this, the deer probably did not get shot. No, I see. Pretentious also saying but heart. That is now the third person who looked at this deer and was like, butt heart, which it does. There is a heart on its butt. I just y'all's heads. Okay. 隣の奈良県には鹿がたくさんいる奈良公園がある。So, ので、because there is a lot of deer in the Nara Park, そこから来た people are thinking are thinking or saying that it might have come from there. Which sure, maybe. It is fairly close. Okay. 専門家は小さい角があった。危ないので、あないですください。ないで、近づかない。近づかない。What is this? と話してます。I don't know if I recognize this because you've seen the chika from like nearby. Abunai is danger, right? It's because the Katsuku is the base. Oh, that sounds familiar. That sounds familiar. Oh no, that means I know it. Okay, but it's talking about small horns right here. 小さい角があって危ないので、because there's a danger from the small horns, they're saying please don't draw near? Okay, so 近づく must be like get close, get near. Yes, it is. Okay. 近づく to draw near, to get close. Which I'm going to double check Anki here to see if we've got it, but I'm pretty sure we do because, like I said, it did seem familiar. 近づく. Okay. It is nice when you can get something from context, especially in a language that you're learning. Yes, okay. It is the one that we already had. I know it looked familiar. Okay. 近づかないでください. Okay, so this is doing a ないで ending. So we can do ください. So please don't get close because of the danger from the small horns, they're saying. It might have a heart on its butt, but it's got horns on its head. Don't get close. All right. Well, that's the most interesting article of today because the other two are about the price of rice and the heat. It's that time of year where Japan stories are just, it's hot. Rice costs too much. Over and over and over again. So, 5キロ3000円. Okay. Did you miss what eventually happened? They have not taken any action yet. So currently they're just like, well, he's not hurting anyone. Don't get too close. It's a wild animal. That's what they've done so far as go. Have a good life, dear. Don't get into stuff, essentially. All right. スーパーの米、平均のね. That's the resolution? Is it newsworthy? The NHK loves loves fluff pieces. They love to write fluff pieces like that. Which, to be fair, a lot of if you ever like look at the USA Today, 90% of their articles are just fluff pieces. So it's a common thing. But yes, that's the resolution. Okay, スーパーの米平均の値段が5キロで4000円より安くなった。Okay. So they're saying because yasukunatta over here is to be is no to get cheap, to be cheap. So it's become cheaper than 4,000 yen for 5 kilograms on average. Nowadays, sadly. Well, you know what? I'm okay with some fluff pieces. I don't just want to read about the worst things that happened. Sometimes I want to hear about a deer walking in the city. You know, it's good to have not just the depressing news. Tsupa no kome. So this kome is rice, but in this case, it's the husks. So it's like the product itself. So the supermarket's rice, the average price for 5 kilograms has become less than 4,000. The graphic up there using uh, die to indicate numerical range, like it's in the 3,000 range. Oh, right! I had literally just heard about that the other day. Now, is that kanji uh pronounced that way here? I guess range. If I do a range, will that show it up? And you know what? Here, let me just copy it. Why am I doing that? Copy. Because it's die, right? But where how do I get it? In this case, is it die? Before I go like searching through everything. Wait, is it just always die? No, it's not. Okay. Okay, so this is what Daini. So they're doing Sansenin Daini to be like the 3,000 yen range. Okay, because it's less than 4,000, so it's in the 3,000 range. Okay. 最近米の値段が安くなってきました。Okay, so the price of rice has become cheaper lately. 国は毎週スーパーで売っている米の値段を調べています。So the country is looking into the price of rice that it's being sold at every week, essentially. Well, 毎週 every week スーパーで at a supermarket 売っている米 rice that's being sold の値段 's price を調べてます investigated, looked into. So Kuni is the country, in this case Japan. So Japan's looking into the cost of rice. 今月15日までの一週間1週間の平均の値段は5キロで oh, just barely below 4,000. But below 4,000. Okay. 5キロで3,900円でした。Okay, so the cost for 5 kilograms is 3,980 yen. Okay. So let's see. 前の1週間より33円安くなりました。So it's become 33 yen cheaper than the previous week period. So who knows? Maybe we'll continue to go down. 5週間続けて上がりました。Okay, so it's continued to go down for a 5-week period apparently. 前に米の値段が4000円より安かったのは、去年の、now is this just, yo, what, it is just Hatsugatsu? Okay. I assumed 8 was special, but I just never have bothered to talk about the 8th month apparently. 去年の8月でした。Okay. So they're comparing it to March, April, May, June, July, August. August. I should just go from July. I know July's the 7th. Anyways. Okay. 国はスーパーに米を売っている会社が、so we've got a got here, but it's towards the end. Sometimes that means an although, but it could just be a subject got here. Fun that those are both things. So, companies selling to supermarkets, although companies are selling to 持っている米を早く売るために値段を上げているからではないかと考えています。Okay. I want to do just the quote. There it is. Just the quote here. And throw that into the deepest of pools. Just for a quick. Because. Okay. 早く売るために値段を Oh, okay. So I see where they're getting this. Okay, so as for the country, as for Japan, so essentially it's what the government thinks. It is kind of weird that we have kuniwa a lot and seifu occasionally. I wonder, like, if they use seifu, are they just like talking about a specific branch or like the head of the government, not the government as a whole, or the country as a whole? Because this kind of feels like they're hot swappable here. 持ってる kome. So this is the rice that they're holding on to, their current stores. を早く売る, quickly sell. ために. So for the sake of quickly selling the rice that they have, they're lowering the price からではないか. So they're wondering if it isn't because they're lowering the price to quickly sell what they have. Okay. That wasn't that bad. Was there anything new in that article that I didn't write? I don't think so. Okay. All right. Our last one is about temperature. So, 4月から6月は気温が高くなりそう。6月の大雨に気をつけて。So take care of heavy rains in June. And from January, February, March, April to June, it seems that we will have high temperatures. Okay. And heavy rains in June. 気象庁は4月から6月までの天気がどうなるか発表しました。So they made an announcement about what the weather will be like for the next couple of months here. And who did that? The JMA, the Japanese Meteorological Agency, or 気象庁. So if we hit on that, Japanese Meteorological Agency. 気象庁. Okay. 日本はどの地方も気温が高くなりそうです。Okay. Got something in my eye. Well, 地方is like, this is Earth and this is like, this I'm used to this being direction. Person alternative. Yeah, I guess it's just direction here. Because we're doing chi hole for district. So we have Nippon wa dono, which districts. Also, okay, so also which districts. Uh, well, hmm. Okay, no. I'm translating this wrong in my head. 気温が高くなりそうです。So, どの地方も well, it's got a mole here. So is this saying like every region? Yeah, we're going back to DeepL here. 'Cause it's a mole. So I think it's like every region. Across all regions. Fenwick comes with the yes. Thank you, Fenwick. Okay, 地方もどの地方も because that's very, very, very common where you'll see mo right after a question word. But here, I think I'm getting tripped up because they put chiho in between there. But I don't see why that would make it weird. Just probably because I haven't seen it before. Okay. 気温が高くなりそうです。5月には、30 what was the way of saying degrees? Dole? Dole? We'll see if we get dole, right? So if you just say dole, like 30度以上になる日がありそうです。So it seems there'll be days that will become more than 30 degrees Celsius. Like you could say Celsius, but it's assumed you're talking about Celsius. I think you can just say degrees, right? 30度。雨は関東地方から九州まではいつもの年と同じか多く降りそうです。Okay, so いつもの年と同じか多く降りそうです。So, as for rain, from the Kanto region to the Kyushu region, いつもの年と同じか so いつもの年 is like the normal, like the yearly normal. いつもの年 because if we throw this into Jisho here, go into it. いつも always. Oh, here, I'll do it into this then. As usual, yeah. So they use Celsius in Japan. They do. Uh, in fact, I know of exactly one country that doesn't. I'm sure there's like two others, right? Isn't there two others? I'm not going to Google it right now, but I'm sure it's a very, very small number that use Fahrenheit. Uh, I will die on this hill though. I love the metric system for weight, distance, everything but temperature. Because I don't care about water. I care about the temperature for people. And 0 is where you cross the line for human survival. 100 is where you cross the line for regular human survival, and that's like the danger zone, where it's like freezing water, boiling water in metric. But the other parts of metric, I actually think are vastly superior. But that's just what we have. Okay, so that it seems that uh, okay, I need to clear this one up because as usual are the same as usual, are lots. Is it like a question here? Because amewa rainfall from the is it be about the same or heavier? Okay, okay, so 同じか多く降りそうです。This is the same part? I might have to look into that a bit more in a second. 沖縄や Amami dewa. I don't know where this is. Where is this? Oh, wow. I want to go there. That looks great. Amami. Let's zoom out. Oh, okay. So it is part of that Okinawan chain there. Okinawa and Amami de wa いつもの年と同じか少なくなりそうです。Okay, so for here, these areas, they're saying that it'll be about the same or less than usual. この冬雨が少なかったところでは、so この冬 is this winter, places had less 山火事などに気をつけてください. So the places that had less rain, so yeah, less rain this winter, please take care of wildfires. Okay. 梅雨の6月頃は so the rainy season around June, いつも年より雨が多いかもしれません. So it might be more than normal for the rainy season, is what I'm getting from this. We'll verify, just because we've been verifying, it's fine too. On June, during the rainy season, there may be more rain than usual. Okay. They were having a lot of issues with rain this last year with like washouts and stuff, or at least we saw a lot of articles about it. I don't know if it was worse than usual or not, but we definitely saw a lot of articles about that. 気象庁は暑さやたくさんの雨の準備を早く始めるように言ってます. So they are saying to quickly begin preparations for the lots of rain and the heat. 暑や Okay, 暑さ. Atsui is hot. You drop the e and add sa, it's heat. Atsusa ya takusan no ame no. Okay, so the preparations towards the lots of rain and heat. Yeah, okay. So according to the JMA, they are saying itemasu, that you should quickly begin your preparations for the lots of rain and the heat. Okay. 気象庁は暑さやたくさんの雨の準備を早く始めるように言ってます. All right. All right. Well, we have made it through that. Not a ton of new stuff, but definitely good review. It's good to get back into the hang of reading these articles after last week because, I'm still kind of tongue-tied half the time. But what about you? Hopefully you got some new words, or some good review, or at the very least 38 minutes of entertainment. Either way, thank you so much for watching. Good luck with your studies. And I hope to see you again for another daily Japanese study video. See you later. Goodbye.